All right, I see the clock has rolled over to 10 p.m., so we are ready to get rolling tonight. I tell you, it's been an interesting day for me. I don't know if anybody else had this problem or not, but you know how Windows rolls out the automatic updates, right? So they rolled one out last night, and yeah, it crashed my computer, and I had the blue screen of death, and it would not let me do anything. It took me all day to get that fixed, and a lot of cussing, like all day and a lot of cussing. And then even after I got it fixed, it killed two of my programs, which I had to then try to get working again. So, whew, yeah, it was entertaining. Anyway, we got it all done in time to work tonight, and that's what's important. So here's what we're going to open up. A 2017 Tristar Game Day Greats autograph football jersey, a box of 2016 Black Gold Football, a half case of 2017 Leaf Valiant Baseball, and then a quarter of a case, which is 5 boxes, of Donruss Basketball. So that's kind of the order that things are going to go in tonight, and we're going to take a look at the spreadsheet for that. But before we do it, let's take a look at what's coming up the rest of the week. I'm trying to remember to do this every night. Of course, there's nothing listed there for Monday night the 15th because, hey, guess what? I was trying to fix my stupid computer all day. Thank you, Windows Update. So I did not have time, unfortunately, to get anything listed for 5 days from now. So we will be breaking on Monday night the 15th. But we do have lots of other stuff coming up. Some 13 playbooks, some 2010 plates and patches, some more Valiant, some Bowman's Best, Chronicles Baseball, some more autographed jerseys, some autographed baseballs, all kinds of fun stuff, some more Contenders football. So yeah, we got a good slate. Whoops, sorry, my fault. We've got a good slate of stuff coming up in the next few days. And yeah, the black screen wasn't part of this latest stuff. That was just me continuing on with my technologically challenged day, apparently. Woohoo! So here we go with first up a 2017 Tristar Game Day Greats autograph football jersey. This is break number 6. Sixth time we have broken it. It ended tonight, January the 10th. Our live stream schedule is also tonight, January the 10th. You'll notice there is a team there, the Arizona Cardinals, that says no bids buyback, and that's pretty self-explanatory. Nobody wanted to give it a forever home, so if it happens to come out for the Arizona Cardinals, it will stay here with me. Otherwise, if it comes out for one of the other teams, it's going to head out the door to you. You notice there the background is going out of focus. That is on purpose, because I don't like the autofocus feature, and I like to look at stuff up close, so I always take it off of autofocus as we go along. Hi, Bryce. Hi, Edward. How are you guys doing tonight? So we've had good luck with these Game Day Greats jerseys so far. I mean, we've pulled some really awesome stuff, and yeah, this one, I don't know this player as well, but I'm going to assume that this is probably a pretty good one too, because, you know, hey, it was in a movie, John Cappelletti, and a movie Something for Joey. Okay, so he was a draft pick in 1974. Of course, none of that tells me what team he played for, so I guess I'll be looking that up in a minute. He's got this signed a bunch of things. There it says 73 Heisman. There is his signature. There is, I guess that is the College Football Hall of Fame, 1993. So I got to figure out, yeah, we got to figure out where Mr. John Cappelletti played. So hold tight for a minute while I look that up, because I don't know the answer. And I can't see chat while I'm looking this up on the iPad, by the by. So if you guys are all in there in chat, like typing it in, telling me it's blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I can't see it right now. So we'll find it here in a moment. So it looks like he played for the Rams and the Chargers. But what I need to know is how many years with each one. So we're going to look that up, because it will go to the team that he played the most number of years with per our little rules. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the Rams and 4 with the Chargers. That is according to NFL.com, and somehow or another, there we go. Looks like he played 74, 75, 76, 77, and 78 with the Rams, then 80, 81, 82, and 83 with the Chargers. Okay, so that is headed to the Rams. And that, once again, another little look at it. I'm going to put this is all this is, but I'm going to put it in here along with your little Tristar authentication card, which you see right there. It was already in there. It's a little bent up, but that's how it came, and it's not going to hurt anything, I guess. So it's all going to be here in this plastic bag. Please make sure when you receive this, if you have the Rams, make sure that you look for that before you toss everything out. And Brent said something about the Bears. What are you saying about the Bears there, Brent? Do you have the Bears in one of the breaks coming up? Or did you think that that was Capoletti? Because on NFL.com, it showed, what I just read off there, the Rams and the Chargers. That's going to bring us next to Black Gold Football. And, of course, same as, this is break number 20, also ended tonight and is live streaming tonight. And while I'm scrolling through here to let everybody see their name in lights, just a reminder, obviously on the jersey we're selling 32 spots, and there's only going to be one winner for the jersey. Of course, we have 32 teams for the Black Gold Football as well, and there are not 32 cards in that box, so not everyone is going to get a hit. And all of this is in the listing description. But as a reminder, if you have a no-hit team in this break, in other words, in this break or the jersey break, if there was no card pulled for the team that you have, here's what happens. The next time you do have something shipping with a break from me, whether it is base cards or autograph cards or whatever, you would be sent something for your no-hit team. Now, if you say, hey, I don't want to wait until I get my next package shipping from you, well, that's okay. We can do that too. It just works a little differently. You need to let me know that by way of eBay messages, and then it would also ship just in a plain white envelope, no tracking, etc. So most people, of course, wait until their next hit to get it, but some people like to get something right away or get it right away. Some people don't care at all if you ever send it when they don't have a hit. So anyway, guys, just review the listing description and it will tell you how that's handled and what your options are. And Brent was saying, oh, the movie Brian's Song. No, it's a different movie. I forgot already the name of it. Something about Joey. And then Connor is asking, is there another jersey box break tonight? No, just had the one jersey tonight, and now we've got this Black Gold Football. Then after that, of course, Valiant Baseball and Donruss Basketball. There's more jerseys throughout the week, but just not right at this moment tonight. All of our cards in Black Gold are numbered even the base. This is Ray Rice to 225 for the Ravens. And then we have a little Julian Edelman to 225 for the Patriots. I guess I can show you the back of that too, since I forgot there for a hot second. Marshall Faulk to 225 for the Colts. Boomer Esiason to 225 for the Bengals. And you know what I just realized? Oh, man. I meant to look something up and I forgot to do it. I'm pretty sure one of our teams that was one of the good teams in here, I'm not sure if it got paid before the break. I got so sidetracked with everything going on, I forgot to check it, and I was going to try to resell it, but too late now. I already have them open. Paul Perkins to 199 for the Giants. So I guess I better just hope that that bidder paid, but yeah, you never know. Tyler Irvin to 99 for the Texans. CJ Procease for the Seahawks to 99. Got one piece of the football, 3 pieces of material there on that little quad card. Texans with another hit, and this is Will Fuller. It is numbered to 249. Another CJ Procease for the Seahawks. That is numbered to 199 on the Mother Lode materials. And this might really be the mother lode if this is signed. Let's take a look and see if it is. Oh, yeah. Ba-boom. That is numbered to 225 with a little Carson Wentz on-card auto and a big piece of fabric there. That is a nice hit, kids. That's actually the team that I'm not sure is paid for, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, I guess if they're watching the break, they'll be paying for it. We'll find out. So there we go. There's our Carson Wentz. Nice rookie hit for the Eagles, followed by the Procease. And guys, this that we're opening right now, the black gold as well as the jersey, of course, both of those are free shipping, completely free to the buyer. And that stuff goes out once every 5 days on average. Honestly, that's to make it a little more cost effective because a lot of people, you know, bid on the same item if it's listed 3 or 4 days in a row. And that way, if you have 3 or 4 hits, they can all hitch a ride in one package. So in general, the jersey and the black gold will ship in about 5 days. If you have another package going out before that, it would ship earlier. It would just hitch a ride. But if that's, wow, what did I do there? But if that's the only thing that you have coming, that's what we'd be looking at, about 5 days out. The other stuff, of course, Valiant and the basketball, those have shipping costs attached because pretty much every team will most likely hit something. And so that stuff will ship on a different schedule, which we'll talk about here in a second. So this is 5 boxes of 2017 Leaf Valiant Baseball. This is a half case break. It's the first time we've been into it. It came out on, what, Monday? I think it was Monday of this week. So our end date, of course, again, tonight, live streaming tonight. You'll see in here there are a couple of teams, guys. I did not know. I got a message that I read about, well, we were already halfway through the teams being sold for the evening. Somebody sent me a message and said there are no hits for the Indians and there were no hits for the Cardinals. And I did not have time to independently verify that. I'm just going to have to trust that whoever told me that is correct. And I went ahead and one of the buyers, I think, is already taken care of. The other one, I sent him a message and told him quickly what was going on, and then I was running out of time, so I'll take care of actually finishing this, getting him refunded after the break. Of course, I already have 2 more breaks of this up and listed, which also have those 2 teams, the Indians and the Cardinals, listed for sale because, again, I didn't know that there were no hits for those 2 teams. So I will have to go in and cancel those auctions. If you have a bid in break number 2 or break number 3 for either one of those teams, I will have to cancel your bid so that I can end that listing early. Because, you know, I want to go about this the right way. I don't try to rip anybody off. I don't want to list anything that isn't possible for you to hit. I mean, if there's no possible cards to pull, I certainly don't want to list it for sale. So those are the kind of things, just if you ever know something like that, let me know as soon as you know, right? I mean, because then I can go in and we can cancel the auctions and I can not list them in the future breaks and that sort of thing, because sometimes I don't know ahead of time. So, Brent, that is the only black gold for tonight. There is more black gold. I intended to break some more on Monday night, of course, as you know, or you might not have heard me say earlier, but thanks to all the rebuilding of my computer that I did today, I didn't have time to get breaks listed for Monday night. So there is more 2016 black gold. It's just not listed yet. Now, of course, you notice there I took all of our boxes out. We're only opening half the case tonight, but I took all 10 boxes out. And I numbered them on the end. And this is the way I do it, guys, when we're starting a new case and we're not opening the whole case. And then random will choose for us which boxes we open which boxes we open tonight versus which ones we will open in the next break. So tonight we're going to be opening 6, 5, 7, 9, and 1. So that's 1, 5, 6, 7, 9. I got to remember that for a second. 1, 5, 6, 7, and 9. There's 6, 7. There's 9. Okay. All right, so there are our 5 for tonight. The other 5, of course, will be in break number 2. Then when we get to break number 3, we'll be busting into a whole new case again. Valiant Baseball, pretty excited about that this year because they have reconfigured it. It's like Valiant Football was. If you did any of those breaks with me, you know we pulled some awesome stuff out of it. Essentially, here's what we're going to find. 4 autographed rookie cards in here. And typically, Leaf will have them already in sleeves and top loaders, so they're ready to go. And then also inside each box, we're going to find another hit, and that will be a graded autographed rookie card. And they are going to be graded 9.5 or higher. And when we opened Valiant Football, we actually found a few of them that were Black Label 10. So those were pretty sweet little hits. And hopefully we're going to find some more stuff like that tonight. Some more Black Label 10s and such. But I always look forward to the Leaf products. They're usually pretty good checklists, and I like the way they do Valiant these days. I love that we get the graded cards and such. Because grading these days, well, A, it's not cheap, and B, it takes forever. No matter which service you go with, they are taking months and months, it seems like, to get stuff back. Even when you pay for a quicker service, you pay for 10-day service. Most of the time, you're not getting it back in 10 days. And no, they don't give you your money back when you don't get it back either. It's just like, oops, too bad, you know, so sad. But that's how they roll. They've got, there's only really the 2 services that do most of the grading. So they know they've got us over a barrel, and we're going to use one of them. Or at various points in time, both of them. So they're no dummies. They know how it works. Okay, so we got a big stack of stuff to look at here. First out is Nick Allen. That is numbered to 99, and it goes to the Oakland A's. Next out is Hagen Danner. That's numbered to 10. That's a very nice low number. That's Blue Jays. DL Hall, that's going to be for the Orioles, and it is numbered to 35. Oh, nice hit for the Yankees. How about little Torres, numbered to 99? That's pretty sweet. Oh, I can't, you know what? I never say this guy's name right. Christopher, is it Cease or Sice, or what is his name? That's to 99, and it's for the Rangers. Bubba Thompson. Bubba is numbered to 15 and also headed to the Rangers. Moonshots insert Tristan Lutz. That is numbered to 99, and that is the Brewers. Joe Adell, nice little hit for the Angels, numbered to 99. Trevor Rogers to 99 for the Marlins. Blake Hunt to 35, Padres. Ticket to the show insert. I was making sure that wasn't on the card. It's not. It was on the holder there. And that is JB, how do you say that? Bukowskis? We're going to go with Bukowskis. It is to 25, and it's for the Astros. Another ticket to the show. That's a good one. Brendan McKay. That's a very nice one. Numbered to, what, 99, I think that says. And that's the Tampa Bay Rays. That one's trying to come out of the holder there. James Nelson to 99 for the Marlins. Joe Perez to 99 for the Astros. Michael Baez to 10 for the Padres. Mackenzie Gore, another nice little hit coming out. Mackenzie is to 35 for the Padres. Freddie Tarnock to 35. Tarnock, sorry, to 35 for the Braves. Man, these are really wanting to slide out of here. Brent Rooker to 99 for the Twins. Moonshots, Pavin Smith. That should be the Diamondbacks. It is to 99, and it is indeed the D-backs. Moonshot, Austin Beck should be the Oakland A's, and it is the Oakland A's to 15. So that's our first group of cards. Now we've got to look at our graded cards coming up next, and I already see a real beauty on top that's going to make somebody so happy. I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna make you wait. You're going to see it last. It's pretty sweet, though. It is. Kyle Wright, this is a 9.5 Gem Mint card, a 10 on the auto. It is numbered to 35, so the Braves with a nice little hit there on the graded Kyle Wright. Moonshot, Pavin Smith, D-backs, 9.5 card, 10 on the auto, and that is numbered to 25 for that one. Graded card number 3 is Patrick Mazeika. Also 9.5 card, 10 on the auto, numbered to 99, and that is the Mets. Shane Baz, how about a little Pirates action coming out? 9.5 for the card, 10 on the auto, and it is numbered to 99. And look at this. Black Label 10. Oh, sweet. 10 pristine on the card, 10 on the autograph, and look at your player, Joe Adell for the Angels, and numbered to 15. That is a sweet, sweet little hit right there. Black Label 10, Joe Adell for the Angels. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so let's recap these real quickly here. Everything is a hit, so of course I'm not going to go through and read all the numbers and all that again because we already did that, but for somebody who's jumping in late, or maybe you're watching the delayed broadcast and you just scroll to this part so you can see everything, we'll do a quick little flip through again front and back so everyone can get an eye on it. And shipping for this stuff, guys, I'm a little behind where I would have normally been because of the fact that the Windows update completely obliterated my computer today and gave me the blue screen of death for the better part of the day. So I didn't get quite everything done that I had hoped. So there is a possibility that this gets out to you on Saturday, but there's also a distinct possibility that it's going to roll into Monday, which I'm sorry would not have otherwise been the case had it not been for the Windows screen of death compliments of the Windows update. So it was a fun day with lots of cussing. Lots and lots. Oh man, because that's not my thing, right? Like I can get in there and figure out tech stuff when I have to, but it is not what I am necessarily inclined to do. So it involves more work for me than it might be for someone who does tech stuff every day, and it almost always involves cussing if I'm doing it. I mean, yeah, you can just about count on it. But we got it done, so that's what's important. Edward, you said sweet on one of these. Which one's your card, man? Who'd you have in here? I remember you have some teams, but I can't remember who they are in Valiant. All right, so there's our recap for that, which is going to roll us right into some Donruss Basketball. Oh, you had the Angels? Oh, yeah, man, you did real well. 2 Joe Adells, and one of them is the Black Label 10. Yeah, you smoked this break. That was very, very, very good. And we've got one break left to go, but let's take a look at this for a second to see. Looks like actually tomorrow night is when we're opening the back half of this case of Valiant. I was not 100% sure, but we are tomorrow night busting into that, as well as a case of Bowman's Best, which is the last case of Bowman's Best that I have on hand. I'm trying to get more, but right now I have just the one case remaining. So we'll see if I can locate some more next week or later this week. Bryce, you taking off, man? Thank you. We'll see you later. And actually, thanks everybody always for breaking with me and bidding with me and chatting with me. I know we're switching over from baseball to basketball, so hopefully most of you at this point will hear the thank you, either coming or going. This is 5 boxes of 2017-18 Donruss Basketball. It's a quarter of a case break. It's break number 3. Of course, again, our eBay end date was tonight. Our live stream is tonight. A handful of teams in here not sold. 3, I think. They are designated with no bids buyback, so anything that comes out for one of those teams will hang out here with me. Otherwise, it'll head out the door for you. And most likely, guys, I mean, this is kind of what I said a minute ago. There's a slight possibility that I could get this stuff out to you Saturday, but I think it is more likely that it will be Monday, and that's simply because I lost almost a whole day today. I managed to get a few things out, but very little. And that's basically because I stopped and tried to do some stuff on my laptop. And then, of course, realized that my laptop had dropped my printer. So then I had to go find all the stuff to reinstall the printer. And it's just kind of the way the day went, right? It just wasn't good. It just was one of those days. It's the only way to say it. So Donruss, of course, we have more of this. Because I had originally a full case, and then I also had like 5 or 10 loose boxes. I don't remember exactly how many loose boxes. So we opened the loose boxes first, then we busted into the case, and we took a group out of the case, and this is actually the second group out of what was the sealed case. So there's still 10 boxes left in there, I think, or there may even be 15 left in there. I don't know. There's a lot anyway. Because as I said, I had a case and then part of another case that was split with someone else. And I did not number the remaining stuff tonight, as you see, because A, we've already busted into that case. B, there's a lot of them to drag out, like 15 or so. And C, there are no case hits per se in this product, so I just grabbed a random group of them, and I think we're good to go with that. So a couple of things about this. The box says on it that we will find either one autograph or one memorabilia card per box. It literally says, yeah, well, I'll show you. It says one autograph or one memorabilia. But here's the thing. All the others that we've opened, we have one of each. We have one autograph and one memorabilia. So I would expect that it'll be the same in this. So even though the box says one thing, we've been finding that we get something else. We get them both. There is also the possibility that one of our hits, or one or more of our hits, would be replaced with a Panini Rewards Point card. And if that happens, we'll take that Rewards Point card and distribute it using random.org at the end of the break. So that's why Panini always puts that little on average stuff in their wording. When they say how many hits is in something, it always says on average. That's because sometimes they take them out and give you those reward point cards instead. Which, if you've done very many breaks with me, you know I'm not a fan of the reward point cards. I really just don't care for them that much. And truly, one of the things that makes me even madder about it, they make you pay shipping when you redeem those points. So it's like, okay, so you took away one of my hits. You forced me to take this reward point card that I didn't want anyway. Most people, well, not most, but some people have probably already paid shipping to get the product to them. And then they're asking you to pay shipping when you redeem the rewards points. I just think that's terrible. But that's just one of my many, many complaints about Panini reward points. Just a second ago, guys, you saw that All-Star Sean Kemp go by. And, of course, it was for the Seattle Supersonics on the card. I think pretty much everybody knows the Supersonics are the current Oklahoma City Thunder. So that is how that would be awarded, okay? It will go to the Oklahoma City Thunder, because cards always stay with their franchise. So anytime a franchise has moved or renamed or anything like that, card's gonna stay with the franchise. And all that kind of stuff is in the listing down there at the bottom in the part that says special circumstances, and it talks about renamed, relocated franchises and all that happy stuff and a bunch of other stuff too. So if you've never looked at that, you might want to check it out. This is to 199 James Johnson for the Heat. That's one of the press proof inserts. We're going to find a bunch of inserts, of course, as we go along. Lots of these rated rookies and other inserts. So we'll find a bunch of that sort of stuff. A little Kyrie Irving press proof to 299 for the Celtics. Nick Kalina. You know, I was going to try to keep our rated rookies in a separate pile, but you know what? There's going to be so many of them. I don't know that there's really a total need to do that. It's if they're numbered or something, I will. But if they're just the regular ones, I think we'll just keep on rolling because there's going to be a lot. And you're going to notice periodically that I pick up the cards that we've already looked at and I move them off to the right. There is a mat that stays over there as well. That's the area I use to sort. So not to worry, just because it moves, it still stays nice and safe on a mat. So, and one thing I forgot to say, I usually try to say this up at the top. If for some reason you're watching this live and you cannot see chat, I think you have to be logged in to see it. So if you want to read it or participate in it and you can't currently see it, just log into YouTube and you should be all set. So Alan Crabb here for the Nets. That is a sticker auto. You'll see that he is in a Trailblazers uniform, but it says on here somewhere, there it is, traded to the Nets, and you can see the date. It's just right there. And then, of course, the Nets team designation on the back tells us where it's going to go. But we'll find a lot of those cards as we go through of players that have been traded and are pictured in the uniform of their old team, but of course have the team designation of their new team. And they will always go to the team that's printed on the card, not the uniform that they're wearing. So sometimes people see a card go by and it'll be a player they recognize and they'll recognize the uniform and then they don't get it when they receive their cards. And it's like, hey, where's the card for such and such? Well, because it's actually, you know, yeah, he was in that uniform, but it wasn't that, wasn't still for that team. And BMF is asking me what was the jersey. It was, what was that guy's name? Well, it was for the Rams, and I forget the guy's name. It's to 299. It was a guy who, there was a movie made about his brother, something or another, Joey, was the name of the movie. And I cannot even tell you the guy's name, the player. But I do know it was for the Rams, because we had to look it up. Because he played for both the Rams and the Chargers, but he played more years for the Rams than he did the Chargers. So that's how we determined where that went. But if anybody else is on and you remember the name of the player, if you could drop it into chat and share that with BMF, I'd appreciate it. I've just blanked on the player's name. Oh, thank you. Autoboard just did that. John Capoletti, thank you very much. I don't remember a lot of the stuff. Shortly after we look at it, I dump it right back out of my brain unless it's something tremendous, because I just see so many cards every day between the breaking and then sorting and prepping for shipping and all that. I do not retain them most of the time. Well, that's evident, right? Because I couldn't remember that from 15 minutes ago. I remembered some of the details, but I didn't remember the guy's name. So thank you, Autoboard, for helping me out on that one. Outside of this Donruss basketball, I have some other basketball that just got to find time to do this, that I'm going to put together, and we'll do some NBA mixers, and it will be from various years, various product years. So look for those to go up sometime pretty soon. And we'll have Chronicles basketball coming out, but not for a few more weeks. I think maybe the last week of the month, maybe, is Chronicles. And of course, you've probably heard me talking about it before now, but I'm kind of excited about it. It's going to have, it's like Chronicles in baseball in that it will take a lot of card sets that aren't going to be produced and put in the rookie cards in that card set. So in other words, this is to 99 on the Paul Gasol. So for instance, they're not making Gold Standard this year as a freestanding release, which makes me so sad, but they're not. So the only place we're going to be able to find Gold Standard rookie cards in basketball this year will be in Chronicles. And then they're going to revive some brands like Momentum and Brilliance, and there's quite a list of them. There's 6 or 8 brands from various points in time that are no longer freestanding releases that will have the cards printed in that design and inserted in Chronicles. Our second hit in here is Jersey Kings Kevin Love for the Cavs. Doesn't appear to be numbered that I see anyway. So that's kind of how that works. And if you have, like, if you're not sure what I mean when I talk about having the different types of cards inserted, if you look anywhere on my, not anywhere on my channel, but if you look on my channel, there are several other breaks of Chronicles baseball. In fact, one of them was last night. And you'll see what I mean. So there are hits that will be in a Chronicles base card design, but then there's lots of others that will be in these other card sets. It's pretty cool, really. So like for baseball, they had Absolute and Spectra and Gold Standard and Donruss Signature Series and a number of different ones. Of course, obviously, basketball deals with different card sets because they have some freestanding releases for Absolute, which we just broke, and other stuff. But that's the next, I think that's our next big basketball release is Chronicles. So in the meantime, we'll roll through some more of this Donruss, and I'll get together some of our mixed years breaks that I'll probably just list as something like basketball mixer or NBA mixer or something like that. And of course, you know I love the 2012 products, so there'll be a bunch of 2012, 2013 products mixed in there too. Because it's more bang for your buck, right? I mean, we get the nice 2012, 2013 rookie class, but you also get the rookies from 2011, 2012, which is Kyrie and Kawhi Leonard and a number of other good rookies. And that's because there was the lockout, if you remember, in 2011, 2012. So their rookie cards were not released in their normal time frame. So they ended up getting put in the products of 2012, 2013. So it's kind of a double hit possibility, if you will, for lack of a better way to say it. Not double hits, because it's not like you get twice the hits, but you do have a double rookie class. I guess that's just what I need to say. Double rookie class. And of course, this year's rookie class has been pretty good so far. Had some excellent play by a number of our rookies, and hopefully on the back half of the season, a few others are going to pick it up. I think Markelle should be back pretty soon if he's not already back. This is to 49 on the Isaiah Thomas. Once again, he's in a Celtics uniform, but you'll see this card is a Cavaliers card, and somewhere on here, there it is, the little writing of the date that he was traded. So Markelle has to come back from his shoulder thing if he hasn't already. I don't think he has come back yet. And then, of course, we've got our little rookie down in NOLA, Frank Jackson. He got hurt at the end of his last season in college, so he hasn't played at all yet for the pros. I think he's getting pretty close to returning. So we'll see what he does. And then, of course, the rest of them, we just need them to keep doing what they're doing for the most part. Maybe Lonzo pick it up a little if his daddy doesn't talk him out of a job. It's just crazy. Over there in Lithuania, still causing problems. This is to 199 press proof Jaylen Brown for the Celtics. And another Jaylen Brown. This one is to 99. So back-to-back Celtics Jaylen Brown coming out. And of course, you know, we're buzzing through this base at a pretty good little clip because there's a lot of it. If you should happen to want me to go slower, if you want a better look at some of the base and I'm going too fast to suit your taste, just let me know. Jump in chat and say, hey, change it up. And I'll be happy to do that. Otherwise, I kind of roll right on through this stuff because we all want to get to the good stuff. Not that the base isn't good stuff, but you know what I mean. It's not as interesting as our other stuff. For the life of me, I don't know why they have to change directions so many times with these cards, but they always do. And I always complain about it. It's very predictable. This is to 299, the J.R. Smith for the Cavaliers. I know those were upside down. They were base and I just left them. Man, you know what? See that stripe right there? Doesn't that look like it's like a little pot belly hanging there? Because it's kind of that flesh color stripe. The first time I looked at that, I was like, oh my gosh, just see a little pot belly hanging out of his jersey? No, he doesn't. It was a stripe. It was just a stripe. But it looked like it was. Could be a little pot belly. Andrew Harrison is our autograph hit here. Significant signatures for the Memphis Grizzlies. And, of course, Mr. Andrew Harrison used to be a Kentucky Wildcat, my alma mater. And my little Wildcats barely managed to eke out over Texas A&M. We are a mess this year. Whoo, boy. I mean, I know we had a couple players out, but still, we're a mess. I would not want to be Coach Cal because he has got to be so frustrated. I mean, you know, they do that that thing where they mic you up. Or not me, well, not you, but they mic up the coach. And so they mic up Cal all the time, and you hear the stuff he says in the huddles, and you can just, between what he says and the expressions on his face and the things you can just hear him screaming across the arena, that they pick up as background noise. I swear sometimes it looks like he just wants to take those boys and just choke them. So it's pretty apparent that they're not listening to him. I mean, one of his little things last night was, you got to grow up. You got to grow up. You got to be men. You've got to accept coaching. We're not trying to hurt you here. We're trying to help you. So when you have to say that in the huddle, in the middle of the game, yeah, that's probably not, you probably not have a very good time as a coach. That's my guess. I would not want that job. So much pressure. I mean, I think he has fun. I think he really enjoys it, but it's just pressure packed. But he gets paid well, so I guess it all comes out in the wash. If you're making that kind of money, I guess it's okay. So this is a really thick card, and that's kind of why I shuffled it around to hold it to the end, because I saw how thick it was, and I'm hoping it's going to be something really cool. Kent Bazemore for the Warriors. And yeah, that's pretty cool. It's numbered to 10, Back to the Future. And part of something there. A letter, a number, I don't know. Something cool, anyway. It's a nice patch. You know I like my nice pieces of cloth. And low number to 10. Cool little hit for the Golden State Warriors. So that is 2 boxes down and 3 to go. The nice thing about it is it's good for set building. And, of course, the rated rookie cards in here are always good, and some of the variations you can get as well. Always quite nice in Donruss Basketball. I agree with you, Shane. I think that was a sweet card. I most certainly agree with that. I took a look the other day at some of the cards that were doing pretty well, and Jason Tatum and some of our high-profile rookies, their Donruss cards doing pretty well. Because you never know when other sets start coming out, like Absolute and things like that. Sometimes some of the earlier sets, there's not as much interest. They take a little bit of a hit, but it doesn't seem to be the case this year, at least not with our high-profile rookies. So I was glad to see that. And, of course, I liked the new configuration of Absolute. The one thing I haven't done, and I keep meaning to do, is to pull up and see what kind of value is coming in on the uncirculated cards. The encased cards, you know, you get 1 veteran and 1 rookie per master box. So only 10 of each, right, in a whole case. 10 encased veterans and 10 encased rookies. So it's not like there's a ton of them. And they're uncirculated. I mean, I would think the value's decent, but I don't know. I haven't looked it up. So if anybody has looked it up, let me know what it looks like. I'm curious. I don't have any more of it to break right now. We had 5 cases, and I've already broken all 5 of them, but I would still be interested to know that valuation. I just keep forgetting to go on there and look. Something always keeps me hopping. And if I ever think I might get caught up, then something weird happens. like the Windows update that just came along overnight and destroyed my computer all by itself. Swear. You'd like to just go along and find whoever sends out those updates and just take them out, right? Like, stop doing that. But, of course, I know other people have updated it and had no problems, so I think it's very much depends on your particular situation. And or your luck. Nice little rookie king there for De'Aaron. Looks like we have got a significant signature coming out for the Sixers, and this is Hersey Hawkins. So that is traveling back a bit. Hersey Hawkins for the Sixers. Boogie. I sincerely hope they can keep him in NOLA. But I think they've got to make a decent playoff run to keep AD and Boogie together. Along with, of course, you got Rajon Rondo down there. I mean, there's quite a few of them that could go somewhere else next year. Will be free agents. So I think they've got to make a decent playoff run to hang on to everybody. I mean, AD's not up. He's not free agent until not this upcoming season, but the next, right? Isn't he 2 seasons away? Maybe he's only 1, 2. I don't know. But it's coming up for several of them anyway. I would like to see them stay together, but I think they're playing well with 2 bigs. Of course, Anthony Davis seems to be hurt a lot. He gets injured a lot because he gets beat up down there under the basket. That is to 199 for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And he's still skinny, right? He's gained a lot of weight from when he was in college, Anthony Davis, I mean. But he's still pretty skinny. So I think that's, of course, why he gets so beat up down there. Because, I mean, good grief, you look at Boogie gets in there and bangs with the best of them, and he doesn't have the same frequency of injury that Anthony Davis has. So I think you have to somewhat attribute that to the fact that Anthony Davis is a lot, not as stout, I guess is the nice way to say it, as DeMarcus. A little Buddy Hield to 49 for the Sacramento Kings. They, of course, with the nice young core that hopefully is going to build into a nice team over the course of the next couple of seasons. I don't remember seeing that guy before. I guess I probably have somewhere along the way, but I don't recognize him. I don't recognize his name either. A little all clear for takeoff for Larry Nance Jr. on that insert. Donruss always has some nice looking inserts. Brooke Lopez to 199 for the Lakers. D'Angelo Russell, of course, Nets. Again, that's another one where he was traded, even though you still see him in his Lakers uniform. He is, in fact, a Nets card tonight. There's a little Jason Tatum Rookie Kings. Turning of these cards is making me crazy. Otto Porter Jr. to 299 for the Wizards. I see a materials hit coming up for the Jazz, and it's Rudy Gobert. And you know what? Did Panini buy like 100 Rudy Gobert jerseys this year or what? Because how many times have I pulled his jersey out of every product? It doesn't even matter what product it is. Any 2017-18 basketball product that has the possibility to pull a jersey in it, it seems like I pull about 100 for Gobert. So I don't know what is happening there. Did they just buy out his closet over there at Panini or what? I don't know. Seems like an excessive amount, though. Really does. Because every time you see the Jazz, I'm thinking, oh, we're going to get a nice old Donovan Mitchell. And then it's, oh, it's Rudy Gobert. What in the heck? Sometimes it's Donovan Mitchell, but a lot of times it's Rudy. This is box 4 of 5, and I've got plastic sticking to me, flying around here. Hella static in the house this week, or I did have, not as much today, but it's been real staticky the last few days. But today, oh, so nice. So we go almost 2 weeks. I think we ended up being like 11 or 12 days where we never got above freezing. I mean, we were having 9, 10 degree weather and colder than that at night. Sometimes the daytime would get up into the 20s, but didn't go above freezing for almost 2 weeks, just a couple days shy of 2 weeks. Then today, it's 60 degrees outside. Tomorrow is supposed to be mid-60s. By Friday, they're saying we might be high 60s, could even hit 70. That's early Friday. Then by Friday, early evening into regular evening, however you define early evening and regular evening, right? Like, I don't know what that is, but anyway. Then it's supposed to start suddenly snowing with ice and then drop down to like the 20s again in a span of 24 hours. So what in the world? We're all going to be sick. I am loving the 60 degrees, though. I'm digging that. I don't like cold weather. So I was all happy today, running around in my little short sleeve shirts and whatnot. Quite happy with today's weather. It's also messing all my plants up, though. I will say that. My poor little plants outside, my little perennials, are so confused. Because normally, after you would go through a period of freezing and very cold weather, and then it suddenly shot up to 60 for several days, it would be springtime. So they think, oh, it's time to start coming up out of the ground. Oh, no, brother, no, stay in there. We're still in the middle of winter. But just goes to show, never know what you're going to get, whether in the state of Kentucky. You can get 70 one day and 10 the next. But at least I'm avoiding some of the more extreme weather that some places had. We didn't get hit with that crazy snow bomb cyclone thing. And then, of course, poor California. Whole state burned up for a better part of the year. First, not the better part towards the end of the year, but first the northern part of the state and then the southern part of the state. And then as a result of all of that, now they're having crazy mudslides now that it's raining. So I guess I shouldn't say too much about our weather considering what they're going through in all the parts of California. All the cards do ship out of this. Sometimes people ask me that. And just so you are aware, most of my breaks, 99% of my breaks, all the cards are going to ship. So if there's a case ever where something doesn't ship, it'll show up in the listing. There's Tobias Harris press proof to, what does that say? $199. For the Pistons. So, you know the part of the listing where it says what we're going to open. So tonight, like for this, for instance, it would have said 6 times 2017-18 Donruss Basketball Hobby Box Break or whatever. So if, for instance, I weren't shipping all the cards tonight, which I am, but if I had not been, it would have been right in that area. I would have said whatever wasn't shipping, like, you know, no veteran base ships or something like that. So in the absence of a statement like that, you'll know that everything is going to ship. Base and the whole shebang. Ooh, I hope this is going to be signed. A little De'Aaron Fox action for the Kings, and it is. Yay! Numbered to 75, and it's also the last in the series. That always gives me a special little thrill there if we get first or last in the series. So this is a sticker auto, a little piece of material, nice De'Aaron Fox, numbered to 75 for the Kings. Glad to see that one come out. De'Aaron has been surprisingly not as prevalent as you would think. I've pulled more Lonzo Ball than I have of De'Aaron. That is to 49 on the Moutier for the Nuggets. I would have figured, just based on, I don't know, their abilities and how they were projected to do in the NFL and where they were drafted and etc., you would have figured that Lonzo and De'Aaron and Markelle Fultz would have come out about equally as far as their representation in products. It really hasn't been that way. I have really pulled a lot more Lonzo than I have anybody else of the rookies up to this point. So another guy, I don't know how to say this. His name, Ohele, I don't know. He's for the Celtics. We're just going to call him Semi because I can't even begin to pronounce his last name. But there he is with a nice green piece of cloth for your newly crowned jersey hit there for the Celtics. They need to make a LeVar Ball card is what Autoboard says. This is to 299, Paul George for the Thunder. Well, they made the one, the on-demand one, the instant, whatever they call it. I think they call it Panini Instant, right? You remember they made the LeVar Ball one back around, I guess it was close to the time of the draft. And they made a few hundred of them, and they sold out almost instantly. I mean, it was just insane. Although I have to tell you, I do not really want to encourage LeVar Ball. I would just as soon hear a little less from him. In the beginning, it was somewhat entertaining, but now it's mostly just, for me anyway. Now I realize not everyone's going to feel this way. But for me now, I think it's just really kind of over the top. He's just gone around the bend, sort of, and it doesn't feel as much to me like it's for his sons as it is for him at this point. Maybe that is wrong, but that's not to say that he doesn't care about his boys. I'm sure, obviously, he does. But you know what I mean? It seems like he's really kind of into it a little bit more for himself than maybe he was in the beginning. Maybe a Garbage Pail Kids card. That's what Shane says in chat, that maybe they'll make a Garbage Pail Kids card of LeVar. I don't know. Well, the boys had their debut in Lithuania the other day, and LaMelo played pretty well. LiAngelo didn't play as well, especially considering that LiAngelo is 19, I think, and LaMelo's 17. I think most of the kids that were in that game that they played in over there were 17. So LiAngelo being a couple years older, you would have thought maybe would have had the drop on him to a certain extent. And he didn't have a bad game by any stretch, but he certainly didn't dominate it. But I think that probably fits the narrative, though, because, haven't we kind of thought all along that LaMelo was maybe a little better than LiAngelo? But by all accounts, LaMelo has a lot of the same court vision, if you want to call it that Lonzo has. So if he continues to develop and do well, I think LaMelo probably ends up in the NBA. LiAngelo, I'm not as sure about. Autoboard says you could put him in wacky packs. That's funny. Those are both very good suggestions, guys. Wacky packs and Garbage Pail Kids. God, I hadn't thought about Garbage Pail Kids in forever. They still make those things even? I guess they do. But it's always, it seems like it's kind of one of those everything that's old is new again sort of deals, where it all kind of comes back around somewhere along the way. So stuff that goes out of fashion some years down the road comes back in fashion, sort of, kind of. Most of the time. Not all the time, I guess, but... Alrighty, here we go. This is our last box out of this break. So if we haven't pulled what you're looking for yet, now is the time to put it out in the universe, and we'll try to conjure it up for you. We have a significant signature for the Miami Heat, James Johnson, and it's, pardon me, it is numbered to 5. Nice low number 4 or 5 on the James Johnson for the Miami Heat. Shane Martin says he hopes that Pogs don't come back. Yeah, you just never know. Things kind of cycle in and out. I mean, that's kind of what did they say about entertainment and things, right? Like there are no new ideas. It's all just a take on it's just a new take on an old idea sort of thing in terms of how movies and television and made and that kind of deal. This is to 99 on the MKG for the Hornets. But I mean, look at television. For example, I was talking to somebody about this the other day. They're literally bringing back the same series with the same people. I mean, we have Will and Grace that have come that came back this year. And they actually do still have really good chemistry amongst their cast. The writing needs a little work, but as a whole, you know, a welcome return. Now they're bringing Roseanne back, part and parcel, the entire cast. What was it? Somebody told me, I can't remember what show it was. Somebody told me a show the other day, and said, "Oh, they're bringing back whatever it is." This is to $2.99 on the Alfred Payton for the Magic. And I thought, you are kidding me. Oh, it was, that Paul Reiser show. Paul Reiser and Helen Hunt. Mad About You. That's it, Mad About You. So one of my friends told me the other day that, I don't know if it's a done deal yet or if it's still just being tossed about, but apparently they're considering bringing that back. Oh, yeah, X-Files. That's another example. Right, Shane, absolutely. Of a show they brought back just right there. Same stars, same everything. Jersey Kings, John Wall. My man John Wall for the Washington Wizards. I like it. And, of course, we will recap our hits after we take a look at these last cards that we've got to sort through here. But, you know, I guess it's really kind of smart to bring back the shows that we all already know, because you have built-in marketing. I mean, how many news articles and interviews and stories and things were written about Will and Grace, and it cost them a dime to publicize that, because everybody's interested in the fact, oh, they're reviving the show, and it's all the same people, and so on and so forth. Ditto with Roseanne. So you can spend a lot less marketing and advertising dollars, have a lot more name awareness, and off you go to the races. So I want to see them bring back some of those dance shows, right? You remember those shows? What were they called? It was literally a dance show. There was a host, and and you would go there and just dance on camera. Camera would move around through the crowd. What was the name of that show? I can't think of it. Oh, and it was a well-known show. Shoot, I can't think of it. But anyway, that'll be what they'll bring back next, right? That show from Dance Fever. There you go. Dance Fever. Thank you. Yeah, so that'll be the next thing. They're going to be bringing back Dance Fever. A little Anthony Davis to 299. Oh, American Idol is coming back? Why? That is odd. I wonder why they're doing that. Because there's a lot more shows like that now that really probably do it better than Idol these days. And, I mean, Idol hasn't even been gone that long. Like, not long enough for me to miss it, for sure. Oh, ABC bought it. Okay. So they're willing to invest a little dinero in it and see what they get. Sindarius Thornwell to 199 for the Clippers. Well, I mean, for sure, it had a huge audience for a long time. I mean, certainly not as much by the end of its run, but I guess it depends as much as anything else on who they get to judge and host. Are they bringing back, what's his head with the teeth, Ryan Seacrest? Is he coming back to host it? I think that's got to be kind of expensive to produce because you got to hire all the talent. You have to pay all of the music rights, I'm sure, for the songs that the people sing, and then the live audience, the production. That's got to be kind of an expensive show to produce, I would think. All right, let's take a look at our hits out of this break. John Wall, Jersey Kings for the Wizards. Dude I can't pronounce for the Celtics. Jersey Kings for the Jazz, Rudy Gobert, because we're going to find him a lot. This is numbered to 10, Back to the Future, Kent Bazemore for the Warriors, and I like that card. That's such a nice patch on that and a good low number. Kevin Love, jersey for the Cavs. Significant signatures, James Johnson, super low number, 4 of 5 for the Miami Heat. De'Aaron Fox to 75, sticker auto, a piece of the jersey, nice low number, and last in the series, 75 of 75. Little ding down there in the lower left corner, a little tiny bit of chipping, but very minor. Hersey Hawkins for the 76ers, significant signature. That was a sticker auto as well. Little Andrew Harrison, significant sigs for the Grizzlies. And then Alan Crabb for the Nets, significant signatures. Autoboard says nobody watches TV anymore. We all watch pack breaks. I like it, man. I like that. Yeah. I'm about that. If you missed me saying it earlier, guys, I think this will probably ship Hoops and Valiant. Well, I don't know. I'm shooting for Saturday, but there is a real chance it could roll into Monday. As I said, I lost almost a whole day today trying to deal with those computer issues, so I am behind of where I would normally be. But I'm going to try to work late into the wee hours of the morning a couple of nights and see if maybe I can get us caught back up and get you out on Saturday. If it doesn't go Saturday, it would go Monday. And one more time, we'll take a quick little look at this for anybody who might be just scrolling to the end. These are the things we have coming up on eBay for the next 5 days. I don't have anything listed for Monday because I didn't have time to get it up tonight. But when we get back to business on Tuesday, we'll probably put in some more Donruss Basketball and maybe some more Contenders Football, some more Valiant Baseball. We'll have a lot of other stuff in there. So hopefully I will see you again on another auction somewhere along the way. In the meantime, as always, I very much appreciate you participating in this one. Always appreciate your bids and you keeping me company in chat and all that fun stuff. So, P Money, you were, that was your De'Aaron Fox. Well, that is excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, and you were at the Bucks Magic game. Well, that's pretty awesome. I would rather be at a live ball game too, so that's good for you, man. I like that. It's a good place to be on a Wednesday night. And thank you too, Shane. I appreciate you. So, guys, that's it for me. I'm out of here. I will see you the next time. Bye.